Welcome back to the YTG podcast.
Welcome.
You are new here. My name is Niko. I'm an automotive photographer and now amateur racing driver.
I'm Sean, and I am the owner of this lovely shed in Keysborough, YTG Young Timers Garage.
Here
Welcome.
on the weekly-ish YTG podcast, we're going to give you the sort of inside scoop inside the automotive industry in Australia, as well as some fantastic stories, motorsport, anything car related. So, and a bit of electric car hate. Join us on another episode, and we hope you enjoy. Welcome back to part two. We're going to kick straight back into things where we left off last week with Sam and Tony. So we'll get back into it. Enjoy.
We have a great photographer there called Freddie. Always photographing big SUVs on the side of the window.
Yeah, no sports car. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
No.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
But the G-Wagons over there, like here, they went through a stage, I think it was, we called it the Kardashian stage, where everyone just wanted a G-Wagon. I mean, there was jerks who had them online for fucking 600,000. No, there was one that was online for $1 million or 800,000 in 0 miles. We're going, what? And they were 400,000. They're pretty expensive here. And at one stage, there was like 40 online, and they all averaged around 450, 500,000 because everyone goes, they're collector's items. And so everyone just put their prices up, and you're going.
We had that in our country though.
Yeah, G-Wagons were insane.
They just same with Urus. Lamborghini Urus.
Urus, yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
They've all come off now.
Yeah.
Everything's come off now. But, they went through a mad stage of fetching huge money over.
There's not much. I mean, look, I suppose the same, like the GT3 RS here, the new one, like you can't get them and they don't give a fuck about us, and you might get one next year if you're lucky. So they're making overs. They're making considerable overs, 100,000 over, whatever, off market, because the clients aren't, you're not allowed to sell them. Obviously, Porsche, you never come back. But they're also moving off market. And GT3s, 992s, they were around sort of, depending on your spec, 420, 430, 440 new landed.
For sale.
And now they're 500, 550. Some guys are asking 600 for them. You know what I mean? So they're one of the few cars that are getting overs, but a lot of them have tapered off.
Yeah.
They really have, yeah. That's the thing. So
we're seeing I think you were saying a lot of stuff has slowed down in the UK.
I think people are waking up going, you know what, how bad do I want it? Because there was a stage here, like, mate, the 991s when they first, the 911Rs when they first came out.
911Rs, they took a dump.
Mate, I felt bad. I remember we sold one and I went, he goes, do you think this is a good investment? I'm going,
it's the last manual.
Mate, it's not, mate.
2 weeks later, they announced the manual.
That's what he goes, it's going to be the last manual, mate. I said, look, man, I'm sorry. I'm not Porsche, but
Yeah,
exactly.
No one sued them for that.
Unbelievable for that.
Oh my God.
No, but I actually approved of it. I think Porsche HQ I'm more happy with. I think dealer level is where it gets messy. But I was so happy because they went, shut up, everyone. Yeah. Because, the world and social media went, I said last manual. And they saw their cars trading for it. And they literally went, by the way, 901.2, manual.
Yeah.
FYI. And everyone was like, shit.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And that was really heavy.
Yeah.
But we only got like 15 or 14 cars here. So, I mean, what did the UK get? Did you guys?
For 911Rs?
Yeah.
No idea.
Because, I mean, like, we didn't get many. And obviously there was a lot of people that missed out because Porsche started going like Ferrari. Oh, wait, you want one?
Yeah.
Oh, you want one?
Yeah. What a joke.
Still doing that now.
Yeah, well, they weren't like that. Ferrari were like, that's one of the reasons why I left the factory dealership. I felt bad when I'm telling the client, and that's why I left Ferrari. It was like, but Porsche, now I'm finding they were going a bit like that. A lot of clients going, Sean, they just won't let me buy one. And I'm like, man, I don't know what to say to you, man. I mean, like, I don't know. He goes, I've got the money, but I'm not one of the VIP clients. How do I be a VIP client? I buy a bunch of shit that you don't want.
Yep.
That's it. That's how
and
it
it's
works.
sad. So those few cars are making overs, but generally everything you're finding it has softened.
Yeah.
Unless it's really limited. 1 of 5, 1 of 10, 1 of 15, but no.
That was madness. All right, I've got a couple of quick rapid fire questions
we love
that we
that.
actually had come in from our audience.
Oh,
so we
cool.
put the call out.
Oh,
So I got
lovely.
some
Hey guys, I
questions
don't know
for
where we're
you.
looking, but
Yeah, so they're a bit all over the place.
over.
But,
Cameras all over.
they're everywhere.
Yeah, 100%. So first one, this is probably more for Sam because you did this recently. Spider RS versus the GT4 RS.
Oh, Spider RS, hands down. Hands down.
Which one's louder? The driving characteristics between the two of them?
I'm not an RS guy.
Okay.
So I often find the RS is a little bit too
Hardcore.
dialed up for me. Yeah, I just don't need that. I'm not a big track guy, so I don't need it. And the 4RS on UK roads was just unbearable, like so
Just too
brittle,
bouncing.
and just like so highly strung. You know, you're on the highway, you're just going to overtake someone. You're literally just going to go up by 5 miles an hour. The car downshift 2 gears. Ah! And you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
wow.
please! Like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to
really.
listen to some music. So it was a lot. The Spider RS I only drove in Germany.
Okay.
I drove it in the pouring rain. I had the roof off the whole time. The sound is different. So in the 4RS, it resonates. You get a real like hum, which is kind of an annoying noise. The Spider RS, when the roof is off, it's all in one ear.
Oh,
so because
really?
the air was like, so you literally, this one ear is like, ow. But I'd have the Spider RS. They've softened the ride supposedly enough that it makes a difference. It felt very smooth the day I drove it. That's the car I'd have. That's the car I'd have. I think it's beautiful, engaging. But you're big on the 4RS at the moment, aren't you? You like
Yeah,
that,
but
don't
I
you?
would still agree with you.
Yeah, okay.
I think the 718, like I've always said, it is just a Cayman. The values have softened off.
That's like our 718
Great.
here, a 4-litre GDS car.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
17,
but the
Yeah.
RS.
Oh, the
GT4
RS, yeah.
RS,
Which,
yeah.
the GT4 RS has come. The Spider RS hasn't come yet.
Yeah,
No.
it has, yeah.
Not to Australia. I don't
No,
think.
there's no cars have been delivered
No, it hasn't
worldwide
yet, yeah.
No.
Was there a big
worldwide.
hype with the Cayman GT4 RS, the Y-Sack pack and all that over there? Like there was here?
Yeah, they've softened off.
It's a very
Great.
expensive car.
Yeah, great. The problem is it is just a Cayman. I say just a Cayman, but it is a Cayman, and it's nowhere near as good as a 992 GT3, and they were more money. So when you compare them two cars, the GT3's like not even a little bit better. It's more compliant on the
Totally.
road. It wasn't nowhere near as hard.
Yeah.
and it's the little brother of the bigger car essentially. So values have come off now. They are actually probably cheaper than the GT3 now. They've really
They're more
come
corrected.
off in our country.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have, but there's not a huge difference in value, you know. So
And our big thing is that it's that Top Gear line. You know, if you roll up at Heidi
Yeah.
Klum or Claudia Schiffer's house, and the GT3
That
pulls
is
up,
a
you're
fucking-
in the
yeah.
GT4 RS, and the GT3 pulls up next behind you. You're going to be like, oh, don't look at the GT3. It's the baby, it's the little brother. So it's hard to
what
look
she
at.
is going to say when she pokes her head in both them cars, what's that scaffolding in the back?
Well, not in mine, Tony. Not in mine.
No, she's going to say
She's going to say, lovely car, lovely seats, let's go for a ride.
Yeah, it's very comfortable.
Yeah, wonderful. I love your Pasha.
All right, next question, which is fitting because we've just done like 8 hours of driving today.
It's our life, isn't it?
Which is worse, Australian roads or British roads?
I think they're similar.
Yeah, you said this. So we were cruising the car at one point. Obviously, we did a mixture of roads today.
Yeah.
I would say the back roads that we did were like almost Italian today. I think your back roads were pretty doggy in terms
Yeah.
of road quality.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
we had
they
like
don't
that was
get looked after. Big
they
potholes,
do big potholes,
Yeah,
big
a lot of-
ridges, like
yeah.
roots coming up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's somewhere between UK and Italian because Italian
Yeah.
back roads are a disaster.
Yeah, they are. Italian roads are terrible. Actually,
But obviously you have the expanse here. So I think driving in the UK is pretty crap. I think we have Wales, we have Scotland. You've got to still go to the right places in Wales and Scotland.
Yeah.
Here you just have space. You have space to go out and a variety. We haven't got a lot of variety in the UK.
Right.
And it's very hard to find a quiet road in the UK these days.
that's the problem. It's
Yeah,
very hard to
yeah.
find a quiet road,
Really?
and we have to go because where me and Sam live. We have to go to, like Sam said, to Wales or Scotland.
5 hours minimum.
Yeah,
Driving.
5 hours
Yep.
minimum to
To
get to a
drive,
good
to
road.
Get the
To get-
ferry across or whatever.
No, sorry, this is within the UK,
Oh, so,
Wales
yep.
or Scotland, it's 5 to 6 hours minimum
Oh,
to
up
get to
north.
some decent roads.
Okay,
yeah,
yep,
out
yep,
west
yep.
or up north.
Yep.
Or, as you were just hinting at, we go
Yeah.
to Europe, yeah.
but,
Yeah.
without being derogatory to your country, we haven't been on a nice road yet.
No.
As in,
Yeah.
not. I don't. As well, it's all reflective to what you're used to.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
What you perceive as a nice road. You know, some people think a nice road is an autobahn.
Wait till you drive in Sydney.
Good
Yeah.
or bad?
Shit.
Oh, brilliant.
We're really looking forward to that.
Sydney
then.
roads
Oh,
are
perfect.
fucked.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really bad, especially around the CBD and things like that. Like, yeah, they're not
Disaster.
good. Yeah, they're really bad, really
Okay.
bad. Yeah, Melbourne's, yeah, it's, yeah, they're not bad. Adelaide's grouse roads because there's no one lives there. It's quiet.
No one lives there.
I've got some grouse clients in Adelaide, but in saying that, I mean, it's nowhere near. And Queensland, well, Queensland's not too bad, but as you go farther north, but you guys are going to Queensland, aren't you? No.
What city is in Queensland?
Brisbane.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
We're
on Sunday. We're doing an event there, and we're going up Sunshine Coast.
Yeah, Sunshine Coast is beautiful.
Yeah. I get confused with my states. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're going up north then.
But we're going.
Yeah, nice.
There-ish.
That's some lovely roads up there.
Okay,
really,
cool.
really lovely.
Good, because we've got some cool stuff lined up there.
I was in the car with your brother today. I was telling him, and he said we was talking about roads and distances and stuff, and. I said, oh, mate, yeah, you can travel from the bottom of the UK to the top of the UK, including Scotland. It's like 2,000 miles, 2,500 miles, the whole length of the whole country.
That's not even that, is it?
Yeah, at tops, yeah, it's not.
Edinburgh to UK, it's like 500 miles.
Yeah, but then there's probably another 500 miles. But and don't forget, then you've got from where we are down all the way down to Cornwall. But yeah, fair. Whatever. And he couldn't believe it. Yeah. He said, like, mate, we can do that
every day
down a road.
Hey, that's a school run for us.
So, but what he was saying is, he said we'd literally you could drive from house to house and it's 2,000 miles. Do you know what I mean?
It is, yeah. Some of those main places, they're bloody. They use a helicopter to go.
Journey's going on.
Cattle farms to go and check like the roadhouse and the mail. It's quite amazing. Yeah. It is very vast. It's when you get out, but there's just barren. There's nothing. Just. Like I've always wanted to buy a car from Perth and drive it across. Like the Nullarbor thing is one of these sort of like iconic things you do, I guess. I don't know, some people do, some people don't. For a car nut, you'd love to just max it out on this dead straight road which goes for like hours. It's like beeline dead straight and it's just boring as batshit and it's just nothing to see. But it's just that desert that you'd want to try it and something different, you know. But
it's adventurous.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, well, when Dad left Winton today, he went to go see his mum, which is Gippsland.
Yeah.
So from Winton, it was 5-hour trek across Mount Hotham, ski resorts, the works in the Elise.
Yeah, Elise, grouse.
He was like, I'm just popping. I was like, what are you doing? I'll see you tomorrow morning. I was
popping
like,
up to see Mum.
Yeah, mate. He's on.
He'll be back here tomorrow morning. Madness.
Like popping up to Edinburgh for dinner.
Wait, you drove 5 hours straight in an Elise?
Yeah.
Is he all right?
Mate, we're madmen.
No, they're just. I love it. Honestly, they're just fuck. His old man's grouse. It's just fuck. Do it. It's good. Yeah,
we went
love it.
three 10-hour straight days in that thing through the mountains.
Yeah, it's a petrol-head family that really is. Oh, very much so.
So
they're all sisters, mum.
You'd rather go in a Tesla, wouldn't you?
I'd literally rather walk.
Well, when you were describing that modificata guy in the manual, that's literally us.
Like,
okay. Yeah, super
cool.
Yeah.
All right, next question. We need to blast through these. So, what do you think of the car scene as a whole in Australia? Tony, you probably haven't seen much of it yet, but...
Well, I mean, when did you come out? You came out, what, 16 or 17?
So I did 2019, and I came last year to Perth. So
2019? You came and saw when I was at Duttons?
Was it 2019,
It was before I was working there, so it was a while ago.
Duttons?
No,
Lorbeck.
Yeah.
Oh, because you went to Lorbeck Showcase too, didn't you? Yeah.
So I did 2019. I did the big trip.
Yeah.
And we drove across, and then last year I went to Perth, but well, you're gonna have a big view of the car scene tomorrow morning for our event.
I am, yeah. From what I've picked up so far, you're very passionate about the cars that are made here. The Australian stuff. You're like, die for them cars. Do you know what I mean? Although they are old Vauxhalls and terrible. but I mean, we've seen, since you've been here, we've seen 2 or 3 collections so far, and one of them, to be fair, absolutely blew my mind, and I think I'm going to see another one later on in the week, which is equally probably going to blow my mind. So I think it's a very, very... There's a cool culture here.
Yeah, there is.
I don't think I really have experienced the full extent of it. I'm going to get a bit of a brunt of it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think there's going to be some shit in there, if I'm honest.
Well, there is. Look, I mean, especially with our events that we've had, I've always pushed, I think because we're Dandy boys, you know what I mean? So it's like we've always pushed diversity. We can relate more to the Holden Commodore than we can to the Ferrari and the Porsche.
Yeah.
My dad had a Valiant till we were 15. So for us, it was like, this is all just aspiration. And so that's why I've always pushed. I don't want the joint full of fucking wankers and supercars. That's the truth. I just don't want them. I don't. Fucking stay there. I want everyone to be welcome, so the bloke can park his SVJ next to the Mini Cooper S or the Cortina TC, and they all deserve to be there. And that's what we're about. And that's why tomorrow we've been blessed. It's great. And people see the diversity of it. And that's what we're about.
And, that's when we first spoke, that was the whole YTG, STG, BTG synergy, right?
Yeah.
Because that's literally our events. That's what we love about our live events, is that the car park is genuinely full of every level of the car world. And Tony gets riled up because, we'll go from like reviewing beautiful 992 GT3 touring to then a Golf where the bumpers are falling off and some guy bought it for 400 quid and he's like trying to rebuild it, and that, and that's the
but the passion
thing
with him is as much as the, and that's like, we just went to Bathurst a couple of weeks ago, and I loved it because their passion is just as much as at the Tifosi with Ferrari or Lamborghini, anyone. And they spend some serious money. Like these cars are worth a lot of money. Granted, it's an insular market, but they passion and they love it, and that's why I think it's the diversity is what you. And each state you'll notice is very different. Melbourne's car culture is very different to Sydney's. Fucking totally different to Queensland and totally different to Perth.
Yeah, well,
Perth doesn't have much, mate.
Perth is a very different vibe in general, right? Now, having been there a couple of times, I've really started to suss out what Perth's all about. And when we came the first time, Brisbane, we rocked up, that was like, we're starting our big trip, we're going to Australia, woo! And we got to Brisbane at 6 p.m. Obviously, everyone went to bed. We were like,
well, where is everyone?
And I had a friend in the town text, I was like, dude, why are the lights off? And he goes, oh, dude, we live in the sticks. Like, we're all asleep. Like, what do you want to do? And I was like, oh my God. So it's a very, as you say, pockets of community.
You'll notice it, definitely. Once you go, everyone,
Tony smashed it. I think the way that I would describe this car culture compared to Californian car culture, UK car, it's passion.
Yeah.
The whatever the car is, even from the guys we were at the track with today to everyone is so passionate about the car. We went to an event last night, and you might look at it and go, "What the frick is this?" But they just love it. Like they and they live and breathe that car, and they represent that car, and that car's a version of themselves, and that I like because. You don't see that everywhere else. The pride for that car is just so through and through. So.
And that's the key, and that's what we've really tried to build the culture of what our cars and coffee. And that's why hopefully tomorrow you'll see that, and people know we've got, I don't know, it's a bit of not a trend on, but it's become the way this cars and coffee have been. So everyone's looking at everyone and smiling and appreciating and going, that's cool. There's no wankers. There's no, and if they are, goodbye, go. It's a car fellowship.
You're to be a wanker here more, I'll be here.
You're going to get thrown out of the event first.
All right, last question before we quickly move on to today to finish. So we, as we were telling you today, in New Zealand have that crazy Novitec 430.
Oh, God.
So the question is, thoughts on aftermarket kits for supercars? So Novitec, Enlargo, Mansory.
Tech Art, all of these things. It's
I literally couldn't think of anything worse.
Same. I think they are disgusting.
Yeah. I'm an enthusiast purist, but we couldn't help not buy this car.
Oh, it was
fucking insane.
Yeah, it was a bargain.
Honestly, it's ridiculous.
It's great.
It made me go white. Yeah. It was like when I drove. It was like we went off, and it was like, mate, this thing can't keep up. It was just what the fuck is this? My brother's going to kill himself. Steve's going, I want the car here, and bring the car over to Australia. I go, we're going to sell it. He goes, no, I'm fucking going to keep it. I go, you fucking kill yourself. It's ridiculous. It's insane. It's the most meanest looking Ferrari I've ever seen. Honestly, it's
I just don't know who's paying the money brand new for this stuff.
The young kids. It was a young kid that owned it. Young Japanese, a young Singaporean rich kid that did it all.
Yeah.
That's what we're finding here. It's a lot of the young kids that are doing the tuning, and they're doing. But the culture's huge in the UK, isn't it?
Really big, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably not up my street, I guess. No.
Not big on tuning supercars as much, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
In the UK. There's obviously a huge tuning scene. a lot of BMWs.
Yeah.
AMGs, that stuff.
Audis, that sort of stuff. Nissan GTRs, all that stuff.
Which is pretty big here.
Yeah, but the supercar tuning isn't really a thing.
Yeah, you're right. It's not. It's definitely not as big. And Tony, you said this best to me years ago, which is like, how can anyone do better than the company that spent 100 million?
We say this all the time.
Yeah.
These guys rock up here and we walk out and we go, fuck, do you have the original parts?
Yeah.
What? Mate, the best brilliant minds, engineers, you've just fucked it.
Yeah.
You've just ruined this car. And I appreciate their passion for what they've done, but come on, man, you've ruined the ride height. The wheels are like this. Hang on, M3s were meant to be like that, mate. And all this blow-off valves in these cars and all that crazy.
Yeah.
No, it ruins it.
And what these people also don't understand, that these cars are manufactured for everyone, and they're also manufactured to be safe.
Yeah.
In terms of engine power, in terms of ride height. So when you start lowering them and cutting springs off and then putting 4 or 5 of your mates in them, I mean, it's literally a death trap. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? A moving death trap. So just because some bloke in a shed said, yeah, it'd be all right if you cut that off.
It should be good.
Yeah, it'd be all right. Yeah, it's absolutely fine to run a 400 horsepower, 2-litre turbo engine and put another 200 horsepower in it.
But don't change your brakes, that's all good.
Literally.
And just ignore the engine light. It's always comes on. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
The most they do here, we find, is especially with the McLarens, because they're a bit quiet, they'll put Aquapovic exhaust or
I don't mind an aftermarket exhaust.
on maybe the Ferraris, because they do sound lovely.
I
but,
don't mind an exhaust.
That's usually the most that I find the clients will do that. Like the 675 we've sold, that's getting Aquapovics fitted to it.
Okay.
The 765, the 675 I traded on it, that's got Aquapovics on it. So we find that, but that's usually the most they'll do.
Yeah, I'm here for an exhaust. I think anything more. I don't like any body kits.
No,
I don't like big tunes. I don't get the point in 1100 horsepower 720S. I'm just like, cool, mate.
Yeah.
But I take an exhaust for sure.
But that Shark, that GT3RS which we sell, that's got the Sharks works on it.
Amazing.
And it just sounds
so good,
peachy as hell.
It just sounds so just perfect. It really does.
And a Novatec F12 and Largo is arguably one of the best sounding V12s ever. So kit aside, soundtrack only. I have to.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the thing, because it's got like Scuderia pipes out the back and all that shit. It's just raw, and it's it gives you goosebumps.
Sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it
Literally.
does. Yeah, and it's you don't have the confidence because you know it'll snap and we're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
That's a truth.
Yeah, of course.
I honestly, mate, it made me go white. I was like, what? That's fuck. No way. I haven't got the balls to do this. I haven't.
Sounds like the hyper races today. That was a crash.
Yeah, well, to finish off,
that was epic.
Let's discuss our day today. Obviously, Sean wasn't with us, so this will all be new information for Sean.
No, but from what I heard,
So we'll start from the start. Obviously, drops will come to get you with the Murcielago Manual LP640. How was that?
Unbelievable. So,
what did you think when we turned up with that?
Well, the thing was, I did get this. I'm going back to bed. Could have been a few hours. Well, actually, because the thing is, the best part was you obviously dropped me a sneaky text last night saying, look, there might have been a slight change of plans. I think we're going to bring this. And I was like, yes, please. So I went and I told him, and he literally went, are you joking? Because I think I presented like, oh, look, they've managed to arrange this. He was like, oh, God. But no, I mean, for me, that like was such an exciting moment because this has really been our first day.
We put that thank you to Stephen, my brother, because we had the GT, and obviously I told you like with the insurance.
Yeah, of course, headache.
The 4-litre, a bit of fun. It's the only one in Australia at the moment. Launch colour, that'll be cool. It's okay. Insurance won't give me that hard time. And then Stephen's going, no, fuck this. Give him the Mercy. And we're like, nah, give him the Mercy. And one of our associates involved in the business, we're like, yeah, okay, all right. But when you weren't sure. And he's like, nah, that'll be good. That'll be really good. And they're going, yeah, no, that'll be epic. I'm like, okay, cool.
Instagram lit up when I posted it this morning. Instagram lit up because there couldn't be a more polarizing car for us too. You know, they know that I love the manual. It's a beautiful color, amazing. So like, what a great car. And he's just going, I absolutely hate it.
Yeah, so it was actually quite poetic, just the way it all worked out. Yeah.
So no, very, very cool. Special moment. And so like for us, this is really day one to drive out of the city with, you know, roof off. The manual, like we were laughing our heads off. Like it was a great moment.
Yeah,
that
good.
was a great way to start the day. So thank you so much for arranging that.
Yeah, good.
As much as you didn't like it, I think you'll remember that moment. For the
No, yeah, I remember most of my moments that I've had with you. The problem is the moments that I've had, they've all been bad. That's why I remember them.
Well, the day only got worse for you.
Yeah, Tony's had an awful day. Tony's had an awful day if we think about it.
Oh man, I just love that photo that I got of you guys on the freeway with you going, and Tony just
like,
I was fuming.
Miserable. At that
and
point,
it's already a meme.
See, to me, I'm like, sometimes I couldn't think of anything driving anything worse. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm going, for that, they'd give me the GT3, but you've driven that Soul, and I'm going, something to do doing whatever. Oh, yeah, that's a bit fun, you know. I'm thinking, the Lambo, I'm going, I couldn't think of anything worse. Yeah. I appreciate it, but I'm going, driving all the way there. They go, nah, but you fucking going, hey, look, you guys, whatever you want to do, don't like it. And then I'm sitting there going, fuck, they like it. I'm thinking, fuck, special. And I saw your face, I'm going, oh, fuck, he hates it.
To be fair though, I hate most things though. Unless it's registered in like 2022.
with a Porsche or Ferrari badge.
Literally, I'm not interested otherwise.
But I mean, I thought, oh, no smile, the fuck, I fucked up here.
No. It was great, and the clips on the video there were some very funny clips.
Good.
So we'll have a good time with that for sure.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see it. Yeah. So we cruised up the freeway to Winton Raceway, and we met up with the guys from Hyper Racer, who you guys listening will know that I race one.
Yeah.
So Rob, who owns my car, and the Hyper Racer guys, John and Dean, offered up the two cars for these guys.
Thank you, guys. That was absolutely epic for you guys.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Very
kind
cool.
Outrageous.
It was brilliant.
What unbelievably nice people.
Yeah.
Like literally, like we get to meet a lot of people in this world. They were just so
we're blessed.
nice.
They're really, really good.
Fun and funny and welcoming and. You know, considering that they were just handing their cars over to us, they could have been had their backs up a little bit, but they weren't. They were amazing from day one. So definitely shout out to them.
Yeah, thank you.
So firstly, what did you think of the track? You guys have driven a lot of tracks. You drove the Red Bull Ring recently. What did you think of Winton?
Oh, good question. Actually, we haven't really talked about that.
Do you know what it reminded me of a little bit? We have a track in the UK called Anglesey.
Yep.
It reminded me a little bit of that. It's not a power circuit. It's a very technical circuit. It was okay.
Yeah, I liked it. I think I didn't find my flow with the middle sector for sure.
They call that the tits.
Ah, the tits. Yeah, I was all over the tits. Yeah. But
literally,
I'm trying to think what I would have liked to have driven around there more, because I think it's a track that would suit like the Elise or like, you know, it's that kind of vibe, right? But hey, look, who cares? We had a blast, so I'm not going to knock the track, but. Yeah, it suited the car for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it suited the car for sure.
Yeah. So we can get on the car. What'd you think?
Who wants to start? It depends how we want this podcast to go.
You can go first, mate. No problem.
Well, okay, so I'll be honest. When you sent me the car a couple of months ago, I was like, yeah, cool, yeah, sure, let's get it. In general, I was like, yeah, sure, cool. You know, you were so excited that I was like, yeah, okay, fine, like whatever. And I said to Tony, we're going to go drive some like single seat thing. It'll be fine. Yeah. Because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't really know much. I had a quick look at the website. You sent me the video clip. I was like, I'm sure it'll be fine. But you never know with these things, right? Because obviously it was a new company to me. I'd never heard of it. And then we get there. Obviously, before that, you text me being like, the guys are just, you've got to take it a bit easy. And I was like, okay, well, they clearly think these cars are really fast. And I was texting Tony being like, they're a bit worried that we're going to crash. And me and Tony were like, oh, God. What's this thing going to be like? And then we got there, and obviously we did the briefing with John and Dean, and everything they were saying, I was like, oh, what? Like, it's you have to do this? Oh, the tyre blankets? And I was like, oh my God, this thing's quite serious. And someone, I don't know if you told us, and it was like, oh, it's 395 kilos. Like, 395 kilos? I was like, what are we about to get into? And I will be honest, when I first stepped into it, helmeted up, I was a little bit intimidated. I was genuinely like, what have we just signed ourselves up to? Like thinking, both of our first laps, we were like 20 miles an hour, fixed on the mirrors, just being like, I don't quite know what we've agreed to here. So I'll let Tony take over from there, and then I guess we'll come back to my point. So what was your first impression?
So I wasn't really intimidated by it, but my biggest, when I went out, obviously I didn't know where I was going. Obviously.
You didn't know the track either, so yeah, totally.
Literally don't know where you're going. Yeah, on the track before. And then I'd not driven a sequential, so that was my biggest hurdle of not, blipping the accelerator and stuff. More like driving a manual, because it happened even a couple of times as well. When I was going up and down the gears, I was just instinctively pushing my left foot. And I was hitting the brake.
Because going for a clutch.
Going for a clutch.
Downshifting, blipping the throttle, you think I should do the clutch as well.
The clutch, So a couple of times I even done that. But I didn't figure it out, to be fair. Sam was miles better than me.
Oh, look, with 2 sessions, you're only going to get as far as you can get.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed the experience. The first session, less so. The second session, much better.
Yep.
I was kind of starting to get the hang of it, but would I have been happier if I'd have had all day?
Yeah.
Then I would have been
sure.
By
got
the
into
end
a
of
groove,
the day,
and
I'd have been miles better. But would I have been happier in a tin top race car out the back? Yes. I'd have been more happier that way.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, 5 laps in, I was going, gotta get me one of these. Something happened to me where I just went 5 laps in. I was like, I think I got this. Let's have a go. And I just fell in love. I thought that something about it, like.
What would you compare it to? Maybe that
very
you've
little, mate.
KTM
Very little.
Or
for me, for me, it's the most
Atom?
fun I've had on track, or the best on-track experience I've had, except when I drove a Formula One car.
A restricted one, by the way.
Nice try. No one heard you, Tony.
Yes, they did. Everyone heard.
For me, I was saying to Niko, I get way more confidence in a single-seater or an open-wheeler, because when 28 million years ago, I used to do a lot of karting. So muscle memory, I suddenly am like, okay, I know this. Where in a tin top, Tony, I've said it to everyone today, I wouldn't know where he is when we left the pit lane. Like the man is unbelievably fast, and I don't have that confidence in a closed wheel tin top car.
Oh, okay.
So there was something about that experience today where once I kind of thought, okay, I kind of got it, that I really started to feel comfortable. And I don't think there's much that is close to it because of the lightness and the ground effect.
Yeah.
Yes, because no one else can do the ground effects.
The BAC monos, all of that stuff, it's similar-ish in a single seat thing.
No, that's way faster than a BAC mono.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like that
faster.
ground effect and the lightness just make it feel so agile. And an actual F4, F3 car is probably where I'd go, but they have such less downforce. They're so much more twitchy and lively.
Yeah.
This thing just literally gives you confidence. I mean, the fact that I don't know what I'm doing, I'm a clueless idiot, and by the second session I was
into it,
feeling happy enough to really push on to the point where I had a quite slippery moment. Proves that it's a great thing for Billies to go and have a ton of fun for what I couldn't believe
Great
was
value.
not that much money.
Yeah.
The world of racing and track toys, it's all
for sure,
hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah. Where this, they were talking me through some of the figures and I was like, wow.
It's for nothing.
For nothing, So good on them. They've done something brilliant, and I can see why you do it week in, week out. So thank you guys for arranging that. Unfortunately, because as I said, we can be snobby at times, and I could have easily pushed back and be like, I think we should skip the track thing. And I'm so glad you suggested it. And and I'm so glad we went and did it, and it was, and I say we met great people, and I think we had a laugh.
Overall, we have had a really, really good day. You've all looked after us. Everyone's looked after. And you know what else I've noticed since I've been here, Australia? Everyone is so nice and friendly here in
Hospitality
this country.
is smashing.
Literally, everyone is, morning. Hello. I mean, in London, if you walk past someone, they literally just kick you.
If you look at them in the eye, you are arrested for terrorism.
Literally,
it's not a joke.
You've got that
shot.
precious now.
Wow. It's really intense, but
Oh, well, it's good. No, I mean, look, at the end of the day, like I said, you can see it. Yeah, we've got a good car culture here, and it'll be interesting as you go to the other states how it is very different.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and you'll see it. And again, like obviously you've been to a few different places already. Fox Museum's amazing. It's quite amazing what the Fox family have done. Yeah. And then obviously my old joint, that's always a good museum. There's always lovely eye candy there. And then you went to...
is it Zagami?
You went to Zagami's, yeah.
Zagami's,
what, with the Ferrari, did you go?
Yeah, we went to Ferrari, and they took us for a quick
cool.
tour around, Aston Martin, a few bits. They showed us some stuff, so that
Joe
was great.
take you around, did he?
No, we went around with...
Jason or Frankie?
Dom,
yeah.
General manager.
Yeah.
Isn't it Dom?
Yep.
Is it Dom?
George or... No.
You'll know more than me.
Yeah, Dom, I don't know.
Someone.
Nice man.
Very nice
lovely,
man.
yeah,
And we went to Maranello Legacy.
Oh, yeah.
With
Went to
Mark.
Mark,
He
champion.
was
That's excellent.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Mark's always
He
good,
was a
yeah.
super nice guy.
Yeah.
So we filled our boots yesterday.
Yeah,
We were just
good.
kind of just knocking around, checking stuff out.
Because that's a good little hub there.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's like a lot of people, when I was opening this up, they're like, well, where are you going to be? In Richmond or Port Melbourne or Collingwood? That's really where the car hubs are with all the brands. And I went, no, I'm going way away.
Yeah.
Because I'm not open to the public. You come here, you're qualifying. You've got to come all the way. You don't just buddy hop dealerships and all that sort of stuff. So it's good that little hub there. You can go and see
it was fun. We didn't know. We went Dutton to have a coffee.
Yeah.
Because I like my coffee, and we had a coffee, and then we were there, and we thought, let's go to Maranello.
Mark's got some
we thought it
lovely
was a
cars.
service centre.
Mark was super nice. He
Yeah,
was,
he
like,
was.
super friendly, and we hung out with him. We got the feeling he didn't want us to leave. He was
Yeah.
like, want a coffee? So we just
Yeah.
had one. And then we spied the badging for the things, and we crossed the bridge and went. So we were kind of, that's always the funnest, right? It's the unexpected. Always you have the best experience.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we had
very
no
true.
idea, and they got the big 5 in the Ferrari showroom, and we were like, this is cool. So we had a good time, but today's trumped it for sure. So the first 2 days of this trip have been pretty special.
Pretty good, yeah.
It's just the start. So yeah, we're excited.
And tomorrow,
for what's
hopefully,
ahead.
hopefully we'll be...
We're looking forward to tomorrow.
Looking forward to it. We've worked hard. We wanted to... Because it's a charity thing. It's a good event here. It's a beautiful culture. It's just typical red tape bullshit. But anyways, we'll work with them. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So, we're looking forward to it tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Thanks,
having us.
guys.
Thank you for being
Nah,
amazing
thank you.
hosts.
Oh,
It's been
thank you.
great.
Hope you had a
I'm
really
glad we
awesome
teamed
day
up.
today.
Lovely day.
Look forward to
Yeah.
tomorrow. And
Yeah.
it'll be really good. So thank you for coming here with us.
Here's
Pleasure.
to do many more YTG, BTG.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
STG
100%, mate.
collaboration.
Yeah,
No, we'd love to. Like I said,
Yeah.
hopefully we can do some stuff in the future. And even if we go to New Zealand, we're in New Zealand now in Christchurch.
Yeah.
We're on
So
our-
with Liam and all that stuff. So
Literally.
we've got,
call you
we've got
next
a
week.
safari over there, 997 Safari.
No way.
Yeah, we got.
That's pretty cool.
That's a cool thing to explore.
The
New
market's
Zealand.
cool in New Zealand because it's a deregulated market. I mean, we got the Novatech. That thing will fucking scare the shit.
You'd love to do
out
a
of
week
you.
in New Zealand on a 997 Safari, wouldn't you?
Oh, fucking
Be right up your
proud.
street.
White.
It doesn't exist. It's a custom built.
Yeah, it's
like
like
a-
a-
A 911
yeah.
Dakar, but 997
Yeah.
generation.
Oh,
It's
no, I'd
just
rather
cool.
drive the Murcielago.
I've got a 22B there.
Oh, yes. I'd definitely have that
Cool,
for
off
sure.
we go. We're going
Yeah.
exploring. We'll be there.
Oh,
it's
too
good.
good. Well,
All right.
podcast time travel. When this comes out, we hope you all enjoyed Cars and Coffee
Yeah, thank you.
because we know all the listeners will be there. So
Yeah, definitely.
thank you very much. Thank you
Awesome.
very much.
Thanks, guys.
To you, gentlemen.
Absolute great to have
been
you
a
on
mega
board. Been
day.
fantastic, mega day, and look forward to an
Yeah.
awesome day tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
See ya.
Awesome.